Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yee! And today we're going to be reacting to not Mr. Nightmare. This one's called Free Scary True Christmas Horror Stories. Yeah, because it's Christmas time, so why not do a video during Christmas? Yeah, I can't wait for this. Yeah. But anyway, Christmas, it is a scary time. It's also a very hectic time too, but you know what? Such is life. But anyway, yeah. Might be the last video I do for a while. We'll see how I go. Just want to let everyone know that might be taking a holiday. I need a break for a while, so just shove this one in until like 2025 is around. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Anyway, please subscribe, turn the notification, and click the bell beside you. Anyway, let's jump right onto it, shall we? Yeah, Christmas time. I do have this little Christmas tree here. Yeah. And I might be getting a new TV. I've had this TV since 2008. Don't ask me why I've had it for 16 years. But yeah, I got this TV from Dick Smith that doesn't even exist. The shop in Australia doesn't even exist. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, a lot of changes happening. Gonna get a new TV, so a bigger reaction. Just have to straighten my screen so that the viewers can see it. Alright. So yeah, let's jump right on to this. Hold on. I hate Christmas. Certain Christmas music, but Mr. Nightmare does Christmas music. It sounds very scary. Anyway, there we go. It's a little bit better. I had subtitles on. Let's get into this, shall we? Took a while there. Christmas horror stories.
When I was newly single after my 2-year relationship ended, I was back to living alone again, back to swiping on Tinder and all those apps. I had been single for a few months already. I had met a few people in that time. During that time, I matched a girl on Tinder named Tracy, and she gave me her Snapchat, but it quickly fizzled out to her just watching my stories and not really communicating. That kind of used to happen all the time when I was in college. But now being in my late 20s using Tinder and just being reminded of how immature all this online dating stuff is, feels a lot different at this age. I own a corner town home in a little community. If you're wondering what I do, I'm an accountant. Good money, but miserably boring. After my ex moved out, I thought I
Sorry,
would be
I'm
ready
just
for the
trying to.
privacy and peace and quiet. But I'd say after the first month, the novelty of that wore off. Maybe I'm more of a relationship person, or I just need people around. But being alone was getting to me. That's why I was constantly swiping on dating apps and trying to go on dates, just to get out of that.
Sometimes it's better just to be alone. Always be single. No, I'm kidding. I don't care what I don't want to be in a relationship till I'm 25 because that's when my brain develops. So, unlike a lot of people, some people date. Some people say they have, you know, sexual relationships till they're 16. Like, you know, I'm not really. That's like I disagree with that. I think that you have to be 18 to have a sexual relationship. That's just my opinion. With an 18-year-old, of course. But that's just my opinion. But, you know, I don't do relationships till I'm like 25 or whatever. Well, I don't want to be in a relationship. But, because you just don't know you just don't know who you're going to encounter. You could be 16 and you could see this other guy or this other girl, or just guy, because you could be a girl 16 and So the guy looks like from high school, but he's actually at 25. You just don't know people's ages anymore. Like, ugh. I think that's what they should make Tinder 18 plus. I don't think they should make it 16. Anyway, the world we live in. Then you got Craigslist. I know I'm getting distracted.
House. This was
Just stay
last
single for the
December.
rest of your
I
life.
posted something on my Snap story that had to do with Christmas. And guess who commented on my story? It was that Tracy girl who I hadn't spoken to in weeks. She struck up a conversation about us doing some Christmas themed stuff together, and from there we started chatting for a bit. I suggested the most festive things I could think of: ice skating, going to the village, and looking at the decorations. But she suggested we decorate my Christmas tree. Firstly, I did have a fake tree, but it was up in the attic. So I told her I didn't have it up yet because it's kind of a two-person job getting it out of the attic. She said she'd gladly come over and help. So I figured, why not? I told her to come over around 9 that night. It was already dark at that point when we made the plan. It was likely like 7:30 because I remember hurriedly grabbing my keys and rushing to drive to the liquor store to buy a couple bottles of wine. When I got back to the house, I vacuumed and swept the floors. Ever since my breakup, the things my girlfriend would do to clean the place were left to me. I realized how quickly a place can get dirty. 9 p.m. rolled around. I was low-key sitting upright on the couch with the TV on, pretending like I was just chilling in the living room watching a movie already. Meanwhile, I had set everything up to be cozy and relaxing. I sat there for a while, waiting on her to message me or the doorbell. I sent a follow-up, saying, "Let me know when you're on your way." I eventually started to think she was flaking, until finally, around 9:30, she said she's outside. She came inside, and I was shocked to find that I was looking up at her. She was a couple inches taller than me. I'm 5'10", so she had to be at least 6 feet tall. I also immediately picked up on the fact that she smelled like she was drenched in perfume. We went straight to the couch and sat down. She sat really, really close to me, like our legs were touching. This is where I started to get confused in how exactly I was feeling. She looked a bit older, maybe a little rougher. I'm not sure how to explain it. And underneath that overpowering smell of cheap smelling perfume, I couldn't help but feel like there was a slight hint of body odor, which completely turned me off. I asked her if she wanted wine. She said yes, please. So I went and poured a couple glasses as we talked. Have you ever met someone for the first time that you've been texting or DMing for a while, and when you finally meet, they just end up being nothing like you pictured in your head? That was pretty much this. Something about her felt off, like she lacked certain social cues. I handed her a glass of Merlot. We cheers each other. I shit you not, she almost immediately spilled a huge drop of red wine on my light blue couch. I composed myself, but I wanted to scream. I said it's okay, as I ran to the kitchen to get a damp paper towel and sponge. I ran back to the couch and blotted it as quickly as I could before it would settle. She kept apologizing, and I kept saying it was okay. After this, it got a little more tense. To break the tension, I suggested I get the tree out of the attic.
Oh, my phone turns off the video. Are you kidding me?
So I went up to the attic, slid over the giant box with all the tree parts in it, and started handing her down the pieces one by one, each piece getting bigger until we got to the biggest part, the part that I wouldn't be able to handle going down the ladder on my own. She grabbed it with ease. I had to remember this girl's size. Once everything was handed down, I went back down and we assembled the tree in the living room with Christmas music playing. I poured her more wine and I drank more myself. At
I
least
love
drank a
how
bit
she's
more.
very tall. I love how she's like 6 foot or something. Like, I'm not saying that girls aren't tall. Like, I watched a video. It was like the cutest video ever. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. I mean, I'm sure some of you've seen it. World's Guinness record, and there was like the littlest girl, littlest woman ever, and then there was like the biggest woman ever, and they were both together. Like they were both like uniting together. It was so cute. Like they haven't met each other, and they want to meet, and it was so cute. They were having a little chat with one another. The girl that's really tall, she was in a wheelchair, and the little one was. It's so cute. It's so cute. Just saying. But yeah, this girl's taller than him. Interesting.
It makes any situation feel better. Once we had the tree set up, next was the ornaments. I told her my ornaments were all in the crawl space. These ornaments were all from my childhood. My parents gave me bins
I mean, is
and
she gonna
toys for
drop
Christmas
the?
decorations. So I went down to the crawl space and one by one started taking out the bins while I left Tracy in the living room to relax. As I was doing all of this, I started feeling woozy, like the wine was getting to my head. I've never been a heavy drinker, so I do have a low tolerance. But I felt like I hadn't drank that much to feel this way. I grabbed the first bin and started lugging it up the stairs. By the time I got to the top,
She
Tracy
spot.
wasn't
She
anywhere in
spot.
sight.
She spot your drink when she spilled it. She spot your drink when she spilled it. How did I know that was gonna happen? Hmm? Hmm? I knew that was gonna happen. Hmm? Just
I
saying.
assumed she was in the bathroom at first and called her name. I looked around each room and then saw that the bathroom was empty. I scratched my head in confusion as I kept calling her name. I went to message her on Snap, but she never opened the Snap. I checked the two bedrooms too, but she was gone. I couldn't believe this. She snuck out on me. This was when I started wondering if she thought I was ugly or weird or something, even though truthfully, I wasn't even really into her either. I crashed onto the couch, which suddenly felt a lot more comfortable than before. And honestly, as far as I remember, I periodically checked my phone to see if she opened my Snap and just watched whatever was on TV. Until my memory just faded to black. I swear, everything just went black. And then,
It's gonna be a jump scare. It's gonna be a jump scare. And then he looks up and there's like three men just imagining that, or she's there hovering him. I need to go back. I need to go back. I don't want this jump scare.
which suddenly felt
I
a
hate
lot
this
more comfortable than
blurriness
before.
too of it all.
Honestly, as far as I remember, I periodically checked my phone to see if she opened my Snap and just watched whatever was on TV. Until my memory just faded to black. I swear, everything just went black. And then I woke up in darkness. No lights, no TV on. I looked around in the dark room, and I knew I was hearing things. I felt like I was still on the couch. I felt weak. My lips were hard to move, but I managed to find my phone right under me within seconds. I checked the time. The second the phone screen lit up, I saw it. Even though the light was facing toward me, that glow from my phone screen with the brightness all the way up revealed the outline of a tall person's silhouette standing in front of me. For some reason, I didn't scream. I just put the phone down, bringing the room back to darkness. I finally opened my mouth to say, Tracy, hoping it was her, but still not in that moment remembering what had happened earlier. Whoever was standing there didn't answer me. I eventually picked my phone back up and turned on the flashlight. And I saw that it was in fact Tracy standing in front of me. She wasn't moving. She was just looking down at me. I felt locked to the couch. I don't know if it was because of pure fear or the effects of whatever she had obviously laced me with. I genuinely was having a hard time moving my lips. I felt weak and helpless. All I managed to say
Don't
was,
trust
Tracy,
Tracy,
call me one more time.
anybody.
She turned towards the stairs, and again, I swear, she sprinted toward them, and all I heard were the disturbingly loud stomps of her running down the stairs. I heard something slam from downstairs. Looking back, I imagined it was the front door. Everything looked and sounded so wonky in those minutes after I woke up. Each passing minute, I felt more and more clear-headed. Movement became easier. I checked Snapchat,
She's
and
in
my phone was gone.
cahoots.
AKA, she blocked me. I looked out the front window and saw no cars outside besides my own and the neighbors. Then I realized I never saw the vehicle that she arrived in, or if she even arrived in one. I checked my entire home from top to bottom, checking for anything that could have been stolen. The only items I found missing seemed kind of bizarre at first, but honestly made so much sense soon after. Every last bottle of pills from my house was gone. All my vitamins and supplements, my bottles of Adderall, and even the bottle of Oxy that I had prescribed but never fully used after a surgery. Those were in the drawer next to my bed. I noticed a bottle of vodka was taken from my mini fridge in my room too, but other than that, I didn't see anything else that could have been stolen. Still, I called the police right then and reported the robbery. I gave the Snapchat username and explained that I never got her number or knew anything really about her identity minus the name that she gave me, which was Tracy Gibson. The police knocked on my neighbor's doors, and so all of our homes are attached, even though it was like 1 a.m. With me standing next to them, they questioned if he'd seen or heard anything strange, to which he said no, he'd been asleep. After about 20 minutes, the police left. I made sure all of my keys were still in place so as to make sure she couldn't get back in. But other than that, this Tracy person disappeared without a trace.
Huh.
I knew her behavior was quirky.
This Tracy person didn't disappeared without a trace. Can you believe it? She disappeared. Well, good thing she didn't steal money. That's all I gotta say.
Wonky for the first few minutes of meeting her. It makes so much sense now. I won't even call it a theory because I just know this is the truth. I think that girl, or woman I should say, was older than she claims, and she was potentially homeless with a serious drug addiction. I think she drowned herself in perfume to mask the body odor that was honestly still showing through. She laced my wine with something when I was in the attic, clearly. I don't know exactly how long I was out, but it was enough for her to scour my entire home for any and all drugs and supplements. I still remember how disturbing of an image it was seeing her tall silhouette standing in front of me while I was just waking up on the couch. Honestly, after this, I didn't even decorate the tree that year.
Yeah, I wouldn't decorate the tree ever again. I would never have a tree in my home. Ever again. Just saying. Hell no. 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 I would have been so far gone, it wouldn't have even been funny. Just saying. That was about, I don't know, her standing as a silhouette, that was like a 9. But the story itself, I would probably go like a 7. 6.5, 7. I feel like I'd go 6.5. Only because it wasn't really scary. She didn't really do anything. She did spike your drink. I'll go 7. She did spike your drink. I was a bit scared. And then she was standing there, just motionless. Anyway, yeah, I'll give it about 7. It was still scary. Anyway, yeah. Never trust a woman named Tracy, who's very tall, who's 6 foot. Because she could be homeless and she could be stealing stuff. Just saying.
This happened on Christmas Eve back in '97 when I was 7 years old.
97?
We don't
Damn!
celebrate Christmas.
So you're like 34 now. This had happened before I was even born. Damn, that's scary.
So Christmas Eve was just like any other night for us. Our dad is a doctor, and since he's Jewish, he always works on call at the hospital during the Christmas holidays. So he wasn't home tonight. That just left my little sister and I by ourselves for the evening while our dad worked. Technically, our mom was home, but to be blunt, she was an alcoholic. Back then, being a 7-year-old, I had no idea what alcoholism was. All I knew was that my mom was always passed out once it got dark and near impossible to wake up. Sorry if it sounds harsh or TMI, but it's relevant to my story. My sister and I were downstairs watching TV when we heard a knock at the door. Being the oldest, I went to see who it was. Our door had glass panes built into it, which made it easy to see who was on the other side. There was a man standing outside in a Santa suit holding a bag. And when he saw me, he smiled and waved at me to come to the door.
Hell no. Don't trust anybody named Santa. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. If I saw Santa, if I saw somebody in a Santa suit, in a Santa outfit, and they were smiling like this, nah. Hell no.
Not open it. I thought it was odd that someone dressed like Santa would come to our house out of anyone's house in the neighborhood. He said, "Hey kid, it's me Santa. Buy me in,
Mm.
I'll give you your presents." I remember point blank telling him that Santa isn't real, and that if he was, he doesn't give Jews presents anyway. That's when he said, "Of course I'm real. In the past, I only used to visit Christian homes, but lately I felt bad that Jewish kids never get any presents. So this year I changed the rules so that you can get presents too." But I didn't buy it. Instead, I remember getting mad at him, arguing that Jews get presents. You just get them during Hanukkah, not on Christmas.
Also, Santa Claus is a pedophile. I don't know. I'm just saying, that he's obsessed with kids and he likes kids sitting on their laps. So, I'm just saying. He knows. I'm just saying. This one probably is. No, I would not open that door. I don't care if it's you change the rules about the Jew thing or whatever the heck's going on. I don't know what that is. Hanukkah. What's that? Comment down below what they're talking about. Hanukkahs only have Christmas. They have Christmas during Hanukkah. I don't know when that is. That winter or whatever, or like in July, summer, wherever you are in America or whatever.
The smile fell from his face, and all his jolly charm disappeared as he began demanding I open the door. I
Hell
told my
no.
sister to dial 911. The guy seemed to run away. He did call the cops. However, unfortunately, the operator didn't understand what we were saying. Looking back, I think she may have thought we were just little kids excited that Santa Claus was coming to our house. Regardless, she didn't take us seriously and instead just told us to.
I hate these type of. I hate these type of 911 operators. Or if you're living in Australia like me, 000 operators. I like you should take this stuff seriously. Like even if they're kids, you should take it serious. It's like if oh yeah, like one of the kids called you and was like, "Oh, I found mum and dad dead. My mum and dad are dead, bleeding. Their heads have been hit with like." And they're like, "Oh, you're just a kid. Your parents are fine. Stop worrying." I'm like, maybe take this stuff seriously. How old are these kids? I don't know how old they are, but I feel like they're old enough for you to be like. And also, they were scared when they saw Santa Claus at the door. I'm just saying. Yeah, I hate when the operator system is like, oh, but they're just kids. They're just having a go.
But this number was used for emergencies only before disconnecting the call. My sister
Wow.
and I now got really scared because we didn't know who else to call. Since we were only 4 and 7, the only numbers we knew how to dial were our
Four.
home number and 911. Since this is the 90s, my dad didn't have a cell phone yet, and I had no idea what the hospital number was to reach him there. With our mom impossible for us to wake up, we were essentially on our own.
Why
We
did
hoped
your
no matter
mama
what.
sleep? Why did your mama sleep? She should be there watching you guys. I like what? I get it. Okay, the dad's working or something. Like the dad obviously can, but why is the mum asleep? Shit should be out there, with their kids right now. I'm just
We
saying.
went back, but a few minutes later, he was knocking on the door again. He said he knew the cops weren't coming and to go ahead and let him in or we'd be in big trouble. My sister started crying and ran upstairs trying to wake my mom. Not knowing what else to do, I did the one thing that made sense to my 7-year-old brain. I grabbed a bunch of candles we keep for our menorah and lit them all, then ran below where the smoke detector was. I blew out all the candles quickly before tossing them all up to the smoke detector. Thankfully, they gave off enough smoke to set off the smoke alarm. As an adult, I realized how stupid this was, and fortunately, I did not accidentally set the house on fire. But at that time, all I knew was that the smoke alarm would instantly call 911 for me and send help to our home. There was a fire department not even minutes from our house, so they got here pretty fast. My sister came downstairs, scared of the fire alarm, but I told her there was no fire and to not go outside, but instead wait inside with me. To my amazement, the guy still did not leave. Instead, the bastard ran to the firefighters, presumably telling them that he was glad they showed up. I remembered that he claimed he was my dad, and that he dressed up like Santa Claus for Christmas Eve to surprise us. He explained that his suit didn't have any pockets to hold his keys, and that with the door locked, he couldn't get the door open to save us from the fire, so he begged the firefighters to break down the door. Surprisingly, the firefighters seemed to believe him. They were actually getting ready to break down the door and told us to stand back. We started crying, shouting at them that he's not our dad, that our dad is working at the hospital, that we have no idea who this guy was, and that we don't even celebrate Christmas. The firefighter who was about to break down the door thankfully stopped and listened to us. He asked, "You don't celebrate Christmas?" I told him no, because we're Jewish, and showed him my kippah on my head, as well as our menorah. I then broke down crying, explaining how I set off the smoke alarm to try and get help because the police wouldn't believe us, to please not let the guy in. The firefighter thankfully believed me, and then asked the guy why Santa would show up to a Jewish home. I don't remember exactly what the guy said, but the firefighters clearly didn't believe him. Two of them wrestled the guy to the ground while the other
There,
called the police.
hey, now that's how you do it. The firefighters was the heroes of the story. Also, why is your mom still asleep?
Explained the situation to him. My dad was furious with our mom for being wasted and essentially sleeping through the whole thing.
Oh, she was wasted. You don't deserve children. I'm just saying, like, you got a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. Your 4-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. Like, and you're wasted? Why is the dad the only one doing something right? And why are the firefighters the only ones that are the heroes of this? Like, what is going on? Why can't mom, like, yeah, I don't blame the dad. I would have been like divorce papers. I would have been like divorce. No, I'm kidding. I probably would have got cranky at the mum for not, for almost putting my kids in danger. I would have had a really good talk to her. I don't know why she's drunk. I don't know why she's wasted. But I would have had a talk to her. Because that's not okay. That's not okay. I'm glad for those firefighters for, like, rescuing the kids. But, like, and also fuck the operator. Because they didn't believe him. The firefighter is the hero. The hero of them all.
He was grateful that we were okay.
Yeah.
As far as Christmases go, I was glad to have our usual boring and quiet Christmas the following year. To this day, I think being Jewish saved my sister and I's lives. Because had we opened that door to let Santa in, there's a good chance that would have been our final Christmas.
No shit. He's probably a pedophile, like I said.
It was December 2022. My girlfriend Charlotte and I were driving to the Pocono Mountains. We had rented a super cozy looking Airbnb decked out
Oh,
with
sorry.
Christmas decorations. It was nicely.
That was about. I'll give that one an 8, just for the dad being a bit sus and saying that. I mean, he didn't get into the house. I'll give it a 7.5. I'll give it an 8 only because they're little kids. That would have been scary. Just saying. Anyway, continue on with the story.
It was December 2022. My girlfriend Charlotte and I were driving to the Pocono Mountains. We had rented a super cozy looking Airbnb decked out with Christmas decorations. It was nicely located with a nice view, big property, and not far from a cute little village. To make things even more festive feeling, there was a snowstorm coming that night, so we set out on the road a little earlier to allow us time to get groceries and everything set up in the Airbnb. From the city to the Poconos was about 4 hours. We made decent time. We stopped at a Family Dollar for some snacks and groceries, and then we went straight to the Airbnb. We turned towards the uphill gravel road through a clearing in the trees that led to the property. The house was surrounded by woods. It had a big deck with a hot tub on it, which was very appealing, especially the idea of sitting in it during a snowstorm. There were a bunch of Christmas decorations on the property, including some light up reindeer, a big snowman, and big decorative candy canes lining the walkways of the front deck. He had to take a few trips to and from the car to bring everything inside. First impression, the place had a very comfy feeling as we expected from the pictures. It had a Christmas tree in one corner, stockings hung on the walls, and a bunch of smaller decorations scattered about. It had that very welcoming smell of wood that you'd expect in a country log cabin, but it was more so just a regular house. Then I realized why. There was a stack of logs next to a big fireplace in the living room. There were three bedrooms, though of course we only needed one. We put our luggage and such in the second bedroom. I did the usual stuff like inspect the fridge, turn on the TV to see if there's cable or Netflix, and look out all the windows. There was an upstairs, but it was more of a loft with a pool table and a couple of couches. Then there was a basement. For the hell of it, I went down to check out the basement. It was fairly big relative to the size of the house. It felt disconnected from the Airbnb though. It wasn't furnished for hanging out in. It was dark and cold and felt more like a space to do laundry and a workspace. Then there was a knock at the front door. I hurried up to answer it. There was a guy who looked to be in his late 40s. He was wearing gray sweatpants and a ripped up yellowish brown jacket. He smiled at me and said, "How are you folks doing?" I replied, "Good," and asked him if he was the Airbnb host. He replied he runs the place with his brother. I asked for his name, and he said Tom. Tom said he lives just up the road next door. My girl and I need anything.
Who is
I
the
thanked
short
him and he
names?
walked away. I found it interesting that he knew I was with my girlfriend. Charlotte didn't come to the door, but maybe his brother told him about us. I did have a conversation with Mike, the host, about it being my girlfriend and I wanting to do something festive. It was pitch black out and it was snowing. We cranked up the heat in the house and started preparing the dinner we bought, which was chicken thighs, broccoli, potatoes, and cornbread. It was pretty grab-bag. We ate on the couch with the Christmas tree lights on in the corner, giving the room a nice comfy glow as we watched the Polar Express. It was the only good Christmas movie on any of the streaming platforms. If you can't tell, we really love Christmas. After the movie, and when we felt we had digested enough, we went outside to the deck to hop in the hot tub. I turned on all the decorations and Christmas lights in the front yard, and as we sat in the hot tub watching the snow fall, it felt like bliss until the bubbles on the hot tub stopped. It went silent. We heard unmistakable footsteps from somewhere on the property.
Yup.
Charlotte and I looked at one another. I asked her if I should shout who's there, but she said no. The footsteps moved further and further until they were no longer audible. I told Charlotte it was probably a deer, but deep down I knew those were the footsteps of a person. After the hot tub, we went to take a shower before bed. The hot water in the shower didn't last for more than maybe 2 minutes, though. Something was wrong. When the water turned ice cold, we screamed and jumped out of the shower. I messaged Mike, the host, about it. He responded within half an hour, saying that's odd and that he'll have a guy come and look at the hot water heater tomorrow. We went to sleep after our half shower. In the middle of the night, though, we awoke to very aggressive bangs on the front door of the house. Charlotte was shaking, terrified. I said,
I'm my alarm. Yeah, it's down. Watching a video. I set my alarm because I got ADHD and autism. So my alarm goes off to tell me certain things and to put my laptop down, but I'm using it. So let's go back. Sorry, I got distracted.
in the middle of the night, though, we awoke to very aggressive bangs on the front door of the house. Charlotte was shaking, terrified. I said I'm going to check who it is, but she demanded I stay in the bed and don't make a sound. Honestly, I was glad she said that. No part of me wanted to know who was at the door in the middle of the night. I think there were three sets of really loud and angry sounding bangs before they stopped. We sat upright for a few minutes in silence, whispering to each other. I went over to lock the bedroom door for added security, I guess. Minutes dragged along, but ultimately, after about half an hour of sitting wide awake, we eventually drifted back off to sleep. First thing in the morning, I messaged Mike again about the knocks at the
I'll give
door.
the last
He answered more
story a
quickly
7
this
out
one,
of 10.
seeming pretty confused like us. He basically said how strange that is. He didn't know why anyone would be roaming around late at night like that. He said if anything like that happens again, that we should alert the authorities. lot of snow outside. It was a dark, cloudy day. There were still some flurries falling onto the ground. I went out to wipe the snow off my Jeep. While I was doing so,
It's
I
the
noticed
other guy.
footsteps in the snow. They looped around the house.
Yeah, they're Tom's footsteps. He's in cahoots. I don't know. Just, I think, like, yeah, I would. I don't know what I would do. I think I would alert the authorities, especially if there's like knocking, or I'd alert Mike and say like, I'm not feeling comfortable. Me and Charlotte, or whoever your girlfriend's name is, we don't feel comfortable. I don't feel. I feel like I'm in danger, and this Airbnb doesn't feel safe at all. And can you go check this out or get the authorities involved because we can't deal with it. I don't know. I'd say something about that because this should be alarming. This is not like a random like. It's obviously Tom's in cahoots, your fake brother or whatever. Anyway,
I remembered the knocks from the night before, wondered if it was from the same person. These footprints looked fresh, and it snowed all night. Surely the footprints from last night would have filled in by now. I heard footsteps approaching now, actually, and I saw Tom walking from around my car. I told him about the hot water heater problem, and that Mike said they were sending someone to take a look at it. He said he knew, and that he was here to take a look at it, actually. I also told him about the knocks at the door last night and the footprints in the snow. I even showed him. He looked at them and said there's a lot of strange folk out here that go snooping around at night. I asked if we should refrain from using the hot tub at night then, and he said no, that shouldn't be a problem. The people around here are harmless. He went inside into the house and walked around for a bit before walking down to the basement. He told me he'll have a look at the hot water heater. Tom seemed like a weird dude, honestly. I messaged Mike saying Tom's here now checking out the water heater. Mike replied back asking, is Tom the name of the plumber? And I replied, no, your brother. He replied, what do you mean? He said he's my brother? It started to click in my head. I responded, do you have a brother named Tom who runs this Airbnb with you? And he replied, no, who is this person? I hurried to Charlotte.
yeah, don't trust anybody named Tom either. Tom and Tracy, don't trust them. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be out of there in a heartbeat. I'd be alerting authorities immediately.
I told her to collect her things quietly. We need to get out of here. As quickly as we could, we packed our bags, grabbed all of our stuff, and brought it outside to the car in one trip. I'm sure we left behind a charger or something small, but who cares? We got in my car. When I started it, I looked in the rearview mirror and saw Tom quickly approaching the rear of the Jeep. I put it in drive and drove out of there as quickly as I could. We were back on the road. I called Mike and explained everything. I told him he needs to call the police now. He didn't stay on the line with us for long. 20 minutes later, he called us back. We were in the car still. He said the police were there now and didn't see anyone in the house. Mike was on his way to the house as well, but he was mostly calling to get more details from us. We drove around the area and explored, just as a way to calm our nerves after what just happened. After a few hours, we drove home. Mike messaged me later that night, updating me and apologizing for everything. He said he didn't know anyone who resembled my description of Tom. What disturbs me is that man was watching us the entire time, from the moment we arrived to when we were in the hot tub, and he was probably the one banging on the front door in the middle of the night. Who knows what his intentions were? It's a good thing we left when we did, though.
Yeah, that one was very. That one was about an 8. Oh, yeah, the first two were about a 7. That one was about an 8 because you don't know what Tom's intentions were. I want to give the other one an 8 too, only because you don't know what that other guy's intentions were. But the other woman was obviously it was a 7 because she was just homeless or whatever. But yeah, don't trust a person named Tracy and don't trust a person named Tom. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah, no, these ones were pretty scary. Some of them sent chills down my spine, especially like the last story sent chills down my spine. Yeah, Tom was there to do something dodgy. I think the Santa Claus guy was probably a pedophile, and the other woman was just homeless and trying to. But you know what? You know, lock your doors. Always, I'm glad with that second story. I enjoyed the second story because the kids got revenge in the end. The other two stories, the first and the last story, they didn't get revenge. They got away with the other guys. They escaped. But I like the second story because he got arrested and put in the, you know, did he get put in the firefighter? I'm not checking it out. I'll check it out later. But yeah, that was a pretty good story. Yeah, some chills down my spine. Yeah, Mr. Nightmare never disappoints. Yeah, it was a good reaction. I really enjoyed that. But anyway, yeah, that was my reaction to. That was three scary, true Christmas horror stories by none other than Mr. Nightmare himself. So I'm glad I watched that. Yeah, so that was my reaction. Try not swallowed really badly. Yeah. Anyway, please subscribe, turn notifications, click the bell beside you. I might not be doing another video for a while. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's Eve. Um, and I love you guys so much. Mwah. Thanks for watching. Bye.